Hey guys, this is Rachel Youngson from useplr.com and wholefoodplr.com. Before we go into anything today, I just wanted to let you know I am getting over a case of bronchitis, so I'm not able to talk any louder than the volume I'm using right now. If you guys have issues hearing this video once it's posted, please feel free to let me know so that we can go back and correct this once my voice is a little stronger. So today we are discussing, we're creating a video for this free checklist here. And as part of this video is being created as part of our, partly for this blog post only, but also in a bigger picture, this blog post is something that we've done as part of our content and focusing challenge. So we walked our readers through taking an old blog post and creating a checklist from it and turning it into something new. If you wanted to get access to that, it is right up here under our free PLR training, and you can get access to that. It's a 5-day challenge. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about creating a freebie using free PLR. And right now we're going to pretend that you've already created your you've already gotten your free PLR, because we have this whole training over here on how to use free PLR to grow your business, and that will walk you through finding that free PLR. So we're going to pretend that you already have that. So what we're doing right now is we are going to take a look at knowing your rights. This is important because this is going to show you what you need to do, what you can and cannot do with this PLR. So for example, if you pick up a PLR pack from Whole Food PLR or Youth PLR, you will get this rights and next steps up here. And we put these little carrots here so that it's always the first thing that you see. Some people don't do that. Some people have it as a text file. Sometimes it's kind of mingled in here. It can say rights or your PLR rights or what you can do with this or a lot of different things. But usually it's pretty straightforward with, okay, this is the folder that has my rights in it. And you're going to find things in here like what you can and can't do with the product. Sometimes people have guidelines for selling that you're going to want to know, like you can't sell past lower than a certain amount and things like that. So, for instance, like if you go into Whole Food PLR, then we have, okay, well, this is who we are. This is what you can and can't do with our products. This is your next steps. This is where you're supposed to go from here. This is how you can connect with us. So that's what those rights are very, very important. And on a side note, the other reason the rights are important is because some PLR sellers do things that are not PLR specific. So for instance, I have Whole Food PLR where we give PLR rights away. However, Use PLR, what we have here is strictly PLR training, and it's strictly for personal use only. So my readers, unless I create like a template for them or something, they do not have private label rights to anything. And all of our rights are, very defined so that there's no question, because I do have a lot of people who follow me from both groups. All right, so what things to think about when you're going to make your freebie. First of all is, what kind of format are you going to use? We have an example for you today that's a report, but you can turn it into a video series or a podcast or a webinar. You can turn it into a checklist like we did here, how-to guide, FAQ information page on your website. It really just boils down to what works for you and your audience. Some things that you may want to think about is what problems that your readers might have and how you might solve them. You can do this in a few ways. You can either survey them through a free tool like SurveyMonkey. You can go based on your prior feedback from your customers and your audience, or you can use a tool like Jaxi, which is a tool that I use. And we did some, so for instance, if you're in the healthy kids niche, or you're looking for smoothies for healthy kids, then you have all of this that you can go by. And that will kind of give you an idea of just how popular different things are. Now is the time when you want to make your audience feel special. So this is a really important component to all of this, because if your freebie doesn't do anything to make them feel like they're valued, if they're already a part of your circle, then they already feel like you value them, and they already like what you are putting in front of them. However, if you are getting new people into your circle, then that value, creating that value, is really, really important to help them to feel like they can connect with you. So these are just some ways that you can do that. Some really simple ways, like for instance, taking a written report and turning it into an MP3. That's a great bonus, and that's super easy to do. Checklists are also easy to do, and you can even outsource this stuff. You can say to your VA, "Hey, can you speak this, talk this out, and give me an MP3 of it?" It's pretty simple stuff. You can also, of course, give them more free stuff and give them coupons and invite them to the private Facebook group, things like that. And the last thing that you want to do, and we'll show you this before we go into showing you the actual report and how we did this, is think about ways that you can turn your freebie into money, like affiliate links, of course. Add your freebie as a bonus to a paid product, which is great because that then boosts the value of that paid product. You can give it to your affiliates so that they can distribute it to their people at no cost, which is great because your affiliates, a lot of times affiliates love to give their people value material that's good, that is no cost. And then of course you can lead your freebie into an email series and then into a paid product. So you really kind of want to think about, okay, I have this great free product. Where do I want it to go from there? What are my next things for my audience? Because a lot of times also an audience doesn't necessarily know what to do next unless you tell them. So, and that's something that took me a long time to figure out, but it's really true, and it's not being bossy, it's not being pushy. It's just, sometimes they need that guidance of, hey, we have this great training to go with this, or this is where you should go now so that you can keep learning about this. So this is what we created as one of our freebies for our people, and it's how to use PLR articles. We felt like this was important because we knew there was a need for people to learn how to use their articles. We know that a lot of people who buy PLR don't actually use it, and I think that the last time I think the last percentage was like in the 80s or 90s of people who actually just let stuff sit on their hard drive when they buy it. So since PLR articles are one of the easiest and main things that PLR sellers give, we thought that PLR articles would be a great way to reach out to people and show them how to grow their business. So what we did here, this is a personal use only, of course, but we have our hyperlink here. This is, we took this freebie, took all this information, these are blog posts, we put them all together, made an introduction and a conclusion, we made a resources page, we did this little footer here, so we have our website, and we have my name, we have a copyright symbol, and then of course, we have information here, and the introduction, we always have a what is PLR post that we link up in all of our introductions, and the reason is because, of course, if someone's brand new to PLR and they just kind of stumbled here, we want them to know what this is and what this is all about. And this is kind of depending on what niche you're in, I think this is a really good idea to have for most niches. Is okay. Well, if you are just finding me, or you are just finding out what we are, this is where you should start. And then, of course, we've just taken these blog posts that we already had. We had a blog post series, and we've turned these into instructions. And our community loves this because they have everything. If you were part of this blog series, now you have this all in one location, one file, where you can go back and reference it however many times that you need to. You don't have to look for it in our go through our website to find it. It's pretty easy stuff. And we've got a conclusion here. We've got these next steps, which as we discussed, this tells people where to go next. So yes, you have this free thing, but you also have affiliate. We have affiliate links over here in our resources. We've got these next steps. So our people know, okay, this is what we need to do. We need to stay in touch with Use PLR. We need to grab, or we need to join the Facebook page. We need to grab some free PLR. You know, this is what we need to do. So that's really, I mean, that's really how simple that is to create a freebie for your audience based on your free PLR. So again, I'm Rachel Johnson from Use PLR and Whole Food PLR. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. And also, if you are having trouble understanding this video, understanding my low speaking language, please let us know that too, and we'll be sure to get that fixed as soon as we're able. Okay, have a great day, guys.